already. So I feel like I'm gonna start like doing this like vlog series where like, because I like talking to myself, but I also want people to know like if it's relatable to what other people are going through. And I am diagnosed with like OCD, generalized anxiety, and like major depressive disorder. And in all honesty, myself alone, like I honestly feel like I am undiagnosed with like ADHD and whatever, and I know I go through neurodivergency, if that's a word, especially with having OCD and possibly other things that are not diagnosed. And so my sensory issues have been literal shit lately, and I made a list and I didn't realize how many sensory issues I've been having. So like growing up, I grew up in Florida, and I would get like heat intolerances. And it's frustrating for sure. But then moving to a different state and stuff, and like realizing now, like literally I'm sitting in my car driving and I can't get the temperature just right on my skin. It's like, and then like because of that too, like I noticed that I'm slightly irritable, and I always thought my irritability was like possibly like underlying depression, which it still could be. However, when my senses are thrown off, it throws off a lot more than I notice. So like the fact that like I'm irritable and like literally I'm sitting in my car and like it's bothering the shit out of me that I can't like, it feels too cold on my skin, or it'll feel too warm on my skin, but it's like too much air, but I still have it on the one setting. I'll have it on the feet and like the chest setting. It's getting to the point where like I usually have my music at 27, but I will have to have it lower, but I can't have it too low, but I can't have it as high as I want, because literally it feels like a gritty feeling like in my ears and like on my skin, and like I'll start feeling it in my chest too, and it's so frustrating. So yeah, there's my TED Talk for the moment. Don't know if anyone else can relate, especially with being like neurodivergent and possibly other things. I know there are people out there that deal with the same thing, but it's just like I didn't realize how much I've been having sensory issues until recently, especially when I wrote it down. I was like, oh, it's to this and that, and it's like, you know, to certain foods. And part of it is like I literally do not know if part of it is because I had COVID 3 times in a year span. So that probably does not help as well. So yeah, I'm not sure if anything has to do with this or that, but I just kind of wanted to make a vlog, and I feel like making more vlogs about my little scenarios, and if people relate, and also just, I don't know, get myself out there. And I like talking sometimes I don't, and that's part of my sensory things too. Is like sometimes I literally do not want to vocalize. I just do not want to talk. It takes too much energy and whatnot. But yeah. Bye-bye. I have the bisexual peace sign coming up, so